I'm a black man who's self-employed. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. You can't fire me from shit. You can't cancel me. Are you fucking crazy? That's what I work hard for. I work hard, so you can't tell me you quit me, nigga. What the fuck? I know what that feels like. I used to work at Mars, cleaning a factory, bro.
For real.
And they fucking said my government name and told me I was fired, bro. For something we could have checked on camera, nigga. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I made it a point to work for myself so I can do and say whatever the fuck I want. The only person I fear really is hearing it too much is my mom. That's like the fucking...
Yeah, I'm starting to get to that point too. Mom's starting to follow. I'm like, what are you doing on Instagram? Come off Instagram.
No way.
She's like, I followed your little speaking out of turn. I'm like, no, you didn't. You followed me, but like, stay away from that. My auntie's like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, not safe for work, not safe for kids. So
yeah, not safe for family, my nigga. Like, the only people that I'm not like, that's it. The only person I'm like skeptical about hearing it is my, and it's not so much the stories because I'm pretty sure she's heard most of it, but I curse like a motherfucker.
But so, I think also that's like, I mean, just speaking on like podcasts, like that's one of the things that I think, well, it seems like both of us kind of have to get used to is that like we're putting stuff out there and like having these conversations in real life with like your real family members. We're getting to that point too, where like you're gonna say some shit and someone in your family's gonna hear it and you gotta say your piece.
And it's gonna come up at Thanksgiving.
Oh, for real, for sure.
So Rich,
oh my.
Why are you guys talking about porn so much?
Because porn is life.
You mean my big grandson's talking about sex on the internet?
Everybody for years. Yep.
But it's real shit though.
Okay, but Ty, when you listen to the show,
yeah,
do you get from us that we hide anything?
No, not at all.
Yeah, we don't. We since day one of doing the show, we just decided if we're gonna do it, let's do it right. If the train crashes, then it crashes.
It was a good ride.
It was a good ride. And me personally, this is gonna sound like my asshole shit, but I'm trying to crash this motherfucker.
Well, they're at episode 17 right now on what the hell is it on?
Spotify.
Apple
Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast.
So hold on, let's get to 25, and then do your thing.
Okay.
I told myself at least 100. We got to get to at least 100.
All right, crash at 100. Don't crash at 100 on purpose, but make it to 100 and then.
Then we crash.
Then I'll give Stax the reins. It's like, yo, wherever you want to take this shit, let's go.
Okay.
Take the beeps off, and let me say whatever the fuck I want.
Saying it's a spin-off. Speaking out of Stax.
Listen, what we're gonna do for 100, Ty, is we're gonna fucking let Ritz not censor me.
Yeah.
And film it without Dion.
Wow.
I'm here for that.
We film, and my alcohol of choice.
It's a takeover. Okay. It's a takeover. Rich,
you already here first. It's 100.
I'm here for it.
But the joke is, it'll probably happen tomorrow.
Don't kill me.
But yeah, again, we don't. Again, I pay attention. Like, I know Rich doesn't like pay attention too much to like all podcasts, but me, I'm like, I watch it all. I look at people's mannerisms. I look at people's outfits. I listen to people's content. I listen to how people move. I listen to the things that people don't say. And I'm like, yo, you motherfuckers will never progress. You guys will put out a lot of content, which is dope, but you guys will never, ever go to a level where the masses want to hear you or need to hear you. I want to be more than just entertainment. I want us to be encouragement. I want us to be education. I want us to be hope. I want us to be all the things that black men have had missing. I want us to be. I want us to be role models. I want us to be leaders. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why we even one of the episodes, it was me, Dion, Rich's wife was here, and the baby was here. And I looked at Rich. I'm like, yo, this is what I'm working for. I'm working, so this could be an environment for us. So there can be a child running around an SOT office on some nigga shit, knocking over shit. Nobody gives a fuck, and nobody can fire us from anything. And we can say whatever the fuck we want.
So like with Staxx is like the one that he'll listen to podcasts and he'll like pick it apart and he'll be like, oh, this is why y'all ain't shit, or this is why we're dope. I listen to podcasts like just kind of because again, like I'm a perfectionist. Not saying that Staxx isn't, but I'm a perfectionist in terms of like I want to get the technical shit down. So I need to figure out how I'm delivering what I'm delivering, and am I doing this in a good way, or shit like that. So like where he listens to podcasts and he's kind of listening, trying to assess where we are, like versus a lot of like other like, local podcasts or whatever the case is. I'm listening to podcasts like I want us to get cleaned in terms of like a production standpoint, like we're like we have the actual setup that we need to make it sound the way I want it to sound. But like this guy, he's a maniac. Yeah, he's definitely a maniac. Dion makes us look good. Like Dion handles everything behind the scenes, but
currently handling things behind the scenes,
and she's doing it right now too.
Make sure the lighting's right, the fan is on.
Dion literally walks around like, you fat piece of shit. Like, get your shit right. She calls me fat when nobody's around.
You guys might remember, if you listen to the podcast, you'll know who Dion is. She's the one that's always in the background saying, "Babe."
All right, you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna flip the script a little bit. Dion, you gotta come through.
Hey.
We gotta get you on because you're the third member of SOD. Wait, did I say that right?
No,
SOT. Yeah, that's what I said, bro. Open your ears.
You said D. What the fuck?
I know I did still, but but we got to get the third member because you know what? The people who are behind the scenes are just as important as the people on the scenes.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna give you your flowers. You introduce yourself. Tell the world what's popping.
Oh my God, no.
She's not gonna do that shit.
She's like, I'm behind the camera for a reason.
Okay.
Well, those nails you see over there, that's Dion Mars, the super producer.
Gangway. And I don't, and for anybody that wants to know, I protect Black women. I don't tell her she has to stay behind the camera.
No, we give every show.
Before anybody says I'm abusive, she
if
beats
she wants
me.
to pick it up.
Before anybody says I'm abusive to her, she hits me. Let's just get that out of the way. When she gets too much in her, too much drinks, she walks around with her wife beater, pants half down, talking about, nigga, where's my breakfast?
How is this currently protecting Black women?
Wow.
And this is what you get on the podcast.
You're gaslighting me. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Anyway.
This nigga said you're gaslighting.
But Dion Mars is our producer extraordinaire. She's also she's the Dame Dash of Black Status Social Network. She's also one of the best fucking photographers in the world. And I have to say that because the other best photographer is also here. John, who's also my brother, who's also a part of the conglomerate called Black Status Social Network.
There's room for both.
It just so happens we're on the same team, but she's fucking everything.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna stop you right now. Because I'm gonna give you guys the black carpet tonight. You guys are getting black carpet treatment. That's just popping. So how do you guys find it important for your viewers and your listeners to have input in content you guys, like new content you guys put out? And if so, how do you guys get that?
Well, speaking for myself, like a lot of the fellas will give me like a lot of the men will just they'll check me like, yo, I really like this episode. I like how you guys did XYZ. You kept it on this one topic or whatever the case is. Or guys will be like, yo, I like the fact that you really put it out there that you had, like when we had Twisted on for episode I think 15 and 16. They were like, Twisted. Yeah. And the Plot Twist podcast. If you haven't listened to that podcast, the Plot Twist is an amazing podcast.
Dope.
But they're like, yo, I would have never had this conversation. And things like that kind of give you kind of an insight into what people are interested in hearing. But I mean, even yourself, like, Ty, you've hit me on the ones like, yo, I want you guys to talk about this, or you guys talk about that, X, Y, Z. And we try to kind of link it in because, again, we're fresh, we're new. I think there's like 300,000 podcasts active podcasts out right now.
Reezey's World.